Amit Shah should be allowed to speak. This is happening on his watch.
First of all, Rahul, at the cost of repeating myself, nobody is saying that the Home Minister of India can't speak in Parliament. What we are asking for is the Prime Minister should start the debate and speak in Parliament. Number two, I would like to point out that Amit Shah ji, the Honorable Home Minister of India, called an all-party meeting. All the parties went and met him very recently. You've seen that. It was in the media. Apart from that, Home Minister went to Manipur for 3 days or 4 days. He said he had taken all the appropriate steps. He has met all the factions. He has met the police and the armed forces. But what came out of it? So the question is, I am sorry to say, with all due respect to Honorable Home Minister of India, please do speak in Parliament, no problem with it. But Manipur is actually a situation of such gravity that the Prime Minister should speak, because it is nothing short of a constitutional crisis. And there is absolutely no reason why a Prime Minister should shy away from a debate. In fact, if he speaks, he gives a good message to Manipur, he gives a good message to the nation, and even a better message to the opposition that he has a plan and he knows what he is doing and what he plans to do.
Also, GVL, the Prime Minister doesn't just need to speak because Supriya Shrineth or Sushmita Deb are demanding that he speak, or Kharge or Digvijay Singh or anybody else. He should speak because the people of Manipur would like to hear what the leader of this country has to say. I was speaking to our reporters before this show, and as they go out and travel across Manipur, many people are actually wanting to hear the Prime Minister. So this is not just about politics. Opposition will do oppositional politics, but the people of Manipur would also like to hear what the Indian Prime Minister has to say to them and about them.
Rahul, I think as every countryman knows, Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, is a hands-on Prime Minister. Every nook and corner of this country, every decision that the government needs to be made, he ensures that those decisions are made. And he has already spoken on an incident on that unfortunate, rather very shocking video that
but he spoke 70 plus days late.
Seen the reaction of the
he spoke after a video came out while Manipur was burning for many weeks. The Prime Minister didn't speak.
But this video, Rahul, as the Prime Minister, he doesn't need the counsel of anybody as to when he needs to speak, to whom he needs to speak, how does he bring a situation under control. He has the responsibility, he feels the responsibility, and he does it in the most befitting manner. We don't need some members in the opposition to really guide us on this. We have not contracted him to give us this kind of guidance. If they want, they can go and they can speak. Prime Minister will speak whenever he believes that his speaking on the subject, it does help improve the situation.
Rajat Sethi, do you think the BJP is doing the right thing by holding out on the Prime Minister speaking, or do they run the risk of turning the Prime Minister's biggest strength into seeming like a weakness?
Well, Rahul, I think it has become more of a war of narratives instead of actually resolving the issue at hand. If I, were to look at how the government as a whole machinery is operating, every arm of the government is right now in action. Right from the foreign minister who was in the ASEAN region, he was probably in Thailand, wherein he, spoke to and met senior dignitaries of the Myanmarese government to ensure that there is strict vigilance on the border. The defense minister ensured that all the required troops from the armed forces are there, and any kind of facilities or in terms of refugee setup has to be provided. The Indian armed forces would be there. The Home Ministry has been having several rounds of discussions and briefing the Honorable Prime Minister after every round of deliberation is happening by the two opposing communities. The community leaders are being ferried to New Delhi. Look at all these arms which are working in sync with each other, and they are reporting to the Prime Minister. It's just that the Prime Minister is not obliged to come out that after every briefing that he gets to come in before the media and say that this is the briefing I got. I think he has a plan in mind.